This is the Old Musician's Blog, number 32. A lot of the time, I'm just talking these days. And sometimes I wonder, as with, keeping any kind of a journal, that the days seem to repeat themselves over and over again. It's another Monday, and so tonight I'll be going to Martino's to play the bass with the group that we've been playing there for the last 9 years. So every week on a Monday, I go and I play Martino's, and it's a wonderful gig, and I love doing it and all of that. But how much can you say about it? Because so much that happens is the same every time. And life is kind of like that in the sense that, you go to sleep, you wake up, you have breakfast, you have a cup of tea, you have a cup of coffee, whatever it is that starts your day, and you consume a bit of media. If you're me, you probably spend some time consuming a bit of media. You take a shower, you get dressed, you start to think about the various things that need to be being done. It's supposed to be warm today, and so today, my objective has been to start up the mower and to get some of the long areas of grass so that the mower doesn't get clogged up when I go to do it. And each year, I'm always glad if I get to do it at this point. But when I went outside right now, it's kind of cold outside, and so the grass hasn't had a chance to dry off, and actually there's a little bit of gas still left in the can, and I don't want to go and get new gas when the old gas hasn't been used up, and I don't want to throw away the old gas. And so I go around with this kind of thing over and over. And I suppose a lot of people who look after things have very similar days, day to day, and as in progress in music, you don't notice the progress, you don't notice the rate of change as things happen over the short term, but over the long term you start to see the shifting changes as things alter from one situation to another. And I think that's a kind of a normality, and the question is, if one were to attempt to keep a blog interesting to other people, to listen to it, watch it, see the progress, saying the same thing, I got up this morning, I had a cup of tea, I took a shower, saying the same thing every day, certainly might seem boring, and even the living of it, if you look at it from that point of view, could seem like, well, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, and what is the what progress, what areas of progress am I attempting to progress in certain areas, or or am I just actually keeping a record of what and who and how the daily life occurs in order to, I don't know, reconstruct on a digital level some form of a selfhood creation, that's a material, and if that's the objective, then even in that case, what can be added to add value to the identity, to the understanding of what identity and personality and situation actually is, And, also, how close to truth do you want to fly? Do I want to fly? Do we want to fly? Again, it's the razor's edge, and I suppose there are certain themes, that are going to reoccur. And at first I'm thinking, well, I already talked about, for instance, the razor's edge, but the fact of it is that there may only be, a few themes that are meaningful, for, say, a personality, for the type of animal type that, I happen to be, whatever that is. Yes, I know, I say a lot, and I'm starting to notice things like that. They're recurrent themes. And whether or not those are actually fundamental to the personality and bear repeating, as useful themes, even that I'm exploring myself, the theme of the razor's edge is a useful theme, and it reappears everywhere, and it reappears at the level of truth and understanding, that one wants to come close to the razor's edge, to walk the razor's edge of truth, so to speak, and at the same time not be, I don't know, to not fall off into self-indulgence or useless repetitiveness that could easily come with revisiting themes that, for instance, maybe have no meaning. The thing is that one doesn't always know the difference, and that's the thing about a lot of this kind of expression is, how do you know what the differences are? Does it matter? Why not just continue on and see what happens? That's useful in itself.